Welcome to another video and episode on my ESP32 Internet of Things device without Internet of Things enabled yet, with LED buzzer, 7-segment display, microphone and accompanied LED, LDR, light dependent resistor, hidden here, servomotor, LCD and keypad. Last time I added or continued with actually the microphone, which is event driven, so it doesn't record voice, but for instance with a snap of the finger the LED should burn or light up, and during in the end, during the testing, the whole thing went berserk, in the sense that I suddenly got a download error, and next thing that happened was that I couldn't connect to the ESP32 at all anymore. So the question is, what will happen this time? I have only connected everything. Different from last time is that I have now no longer the probe on this wire, but I have bent another staple. And if you have watched my videos before, this is used method that I use. A staple inside the breadboard, probe attached to it, and then I can measure. Last thing that I did was measuring where the plus on the whole thing came from on this wire, and it turned out that it came from here, not from there. But this is the out, so it should come from here, and I'm not entirely sure how and what, but I hope to find out this time. What I also hope to find out is whether the servomotor will work again, because it for now has a history of on and off working, which may be a matter of reseating ESP, but since I haven't loaded anything yet, I can't tell now. Okay, the keypad is a continuing matter of, well, let's say not working the way I like. I haven't done anything yet lately, so maybe when all this is solved, I turn my attention back to the keypad. For now, let me try to run anything, which means that I am going to upload, and let's see how that works out. So right now, view on the whole assembly of breadboard, and that should be connected nicely. Let me check if everything is connected nicely. Okay, that should do it. Although these staples here, which connect the ground, should actually be wires so that it is more flexible. On the other hand, that gives danger to these wires, so I'll let it be for now. Anyway, time to upload. Everything is set correctly. ESP32, baud rate and the port. So let's go and see. And after compiling the sketch, it went wrong last time. Now it goes right. that is already a very good thing. And it runs. Wow, it runs. And can I adjust this better? No, I cannot. Okay. Anyway. Okay, motor response as expected, but the time base on the oscilloscope should be way better, like this. And what else can we see? Well, here is it 3.3 volts, which is here. That is correct. I see that the LCD is working very nicely. Can I show that nicely on screen on the LCD? I'm afraid not, so I have to. Yeah, you see a glimpse of it, but it works. And still it doesn't work. Okay. Nothing to reset on the ESP side. LCD works, but what about this one? See, snap of the finger. Yeah, that's the buzzer, but that's not what I want. What I need. So here something definitely doesn't go completely right. I should get a low and then a high. So let me. Okay, that's a little bit better view, or more like this actually. Right. Yeah, I have to do with not so bad, not so good lighting. Anyway, this is what I want to show, because how is this working? It says microphone, that is here, but it should also say it is a while, so it should keep saying this until I snap my fingers or something, and that is not happening. So I have to dive into the while, why that works the way it works, and only then I can test the microphone nicely. Okay, so we have a question about while, and in some information they say don't use one but use true. Will this actually work out? Let's see. Well, it still uploads, so that's a good point. That's a good thing. And purple gives some stuff. The point is, it's not there yet. First I have to see the motor passing by, and then it should stay in the loop. There's the motor. Oh, and then of course the buzzer doing something. Buzzer start, buzzer end, in view. and then a while true. Microphone. I don't hear the buzzer, microphone, and that is about it. Another thing that they said was if condition, and then I saw something like this. I'm not quite sure if this would matter. Let's try. It compiles correctly. So that's one thing. But then also here, what I don't get. Okay, I was pointing at something that you didn't see because it was hidden. Here it had some weird signal, but also this LED was flashing continuously. So let's see if that is still the matter. There's a start, and now it should stay in the loop for the microphone. So I should have several microphone prints on screen. After a while. No, it doesn't. There's only one microphone printed. So why is this while true not working out? That's a good question. It's a while. Okay, while I can count down, but that would be a large number, and while true is better. There's also do while, but why doesn't this work? Let me see backwards. I don't have any other thing doing the same. So this beats me. Also, another thing is, why doesn't it print break 2? So let me go back. Microphone, and there's no break 2 involved. While this if condition doesn't do a thing. I can of course say else if, no, else serial print line no 7. Let's stick to that. And then it should also print break 2. Let's do that. So here again the LED flashing, and here's also flashing. So is then, because I am doing digital 7 and digital 8, are they not correct then? Are they not supposed to be used for that? But then again, that doesn't mean while that this while should not be alright. So this is interesting. I ignore the keypad. Buzzer start. Wait a while and then the microphone. Nothing. Only microphone. This is really strange. Not only the while true is not being executed because this is an endless loop, or supposed to be an endless loop, but it should print both, and it doesn't. Okay, I'll do another thing. Right after the microphone, I say just oops. Now it should print both. Yeah, something is odd with these exits, with these digital GPIOs. So I have to look into the manual again. And I have two other GPIOs here, digital, those are the, let's see, the 1 and the 2 and the 3, I think. Other than that, let's see how this ends up. Do I have microphone oops? Yes, I do have microphone oops, but not break 2. Why? In order to test this algorithm, I have written it on the laptop, not for the ESP, but just in general ANSI C. This works. This is the output of this algorithm. Just while true, while 1 actually, with X being defined as 0, print microphone. If X is actually 0, print X is 0, then this is it, and do it while until interrupted. It is not really the same algorithm, because here I test for if a variable is true. I can do that as well, of course. So I'm going here and I say Boolean X, and this is true. Then I should say here if X, and then here true. Right, now let's compile this, and I have, oh yeah, bool, that's correct. It's not boolean, it's called a boolean, but actually declared as bool. So there we go again, error true undeclared here. That was the same error that I got here, it doesn't accept true, so let's do replace this with 1. It is a strange thing, unknown type bool. And I happen to know that there is boolean, so let me take a moment manual. Boolean is being used. And to my surprise, I don't see bool or boolean in the index. So that's a surprise to me. Boolean is a widely used thing, so I have to check on that. Right, Boolean is used, but it is at the same time a bit complicated. For more information on the use of Boolean, please see websites like C programming or any other programming stuff. Anyway, this should be it. Not tested yet, but yep, this compiles nice. So now, and this is the way it is. So now I have a boolean that is true, and if x is true, then print x is true. So this completely works. And now it is representative of this one. And you can see that microphone is the first one. I forget about oops. Then it goes in here, which is true. So now it actually should print break 1. Then I forget about else, and I say break 2, which is replaced by this is it, which is also printed. So since it all starts with while 1, which is true, why does this not happen? I can also change this, of course, by adding else, saying print f x not true, and I should not forget to use print line, and then say okay, this is it. Compile again, run, and it never happens because x is true. So if not true, that is never done. My point being that this works, while this doesn't work for some reason. If I look here, microphone, oops, and then it should print break 2, which it does not. And this is AVR C, this is standard C, but the principle is the same. Absolutely the same. And it doesn't matter that digital read is according to this one 0 or 1 or whatever, but the fact is that break 2 is not printed, and that it should be, and it should be printed. So what to do? Last thing to do before time is running out, consult the manual of the ESP. So the manual, which is which, what is what? Well, actually this is the thing that I should look at, which I've done before. Is this the correct thing? Well, yes, because here in the editor I have selected AVR C module. And if I go back here, they say AVR C kit, dev kit C. Well, it is the dev development module anyway. So this one looks extremely like the one I have, so I assume that it is the one. Then we have the pinout. And here we have 6 and 7. Well, in case there are any doubts, I have a look, and then I can read that the first one is clock, but yeah, where is clock? There's no clock. Okay, so the second one reads D0, then D1. Next one is 15. 15. Next I have 2, 0 and 4. 2, 0 and 4. Next I do have 16 and 17 and 5. Yeah, I have all those in that sequence. So I do assume that that is correct. And then on the other side I have 5 volts, ground, D2 and D3. 5 volts is correct, ground seemingly not. But then again, if I look at 6 pins ahead, then I have a ground, and next to ground is 13, and next to 13 I have D2. So whatever this exactly is, I don't know, but fact is that most pins are there, as well as I think that these are D1 and D0. So going back here, while I do not get why this doesn't work the way it should. I mean, if I have this running, despite the fact that microphone is and oops is printed but not break 2, it should say no 7. And let's pay attention to here, oops, and no 7. So that is not entirely working. I can do one more thing. If not digital read 7, that's the last thing I will do. Upload. Expected what? No. Expected. That is not true. Oh wait, else if. Yeah, now it's compiling. Else if not, then print 7. So there we go. One last time. And I go over time, but I don't care for now. I want to see whatever happens. The motor still hasn't done anything. Not quite surprised, but I'm really annoyed that it doesn't do anything. Buzzer end, and then I want to see microphone happening, and then no 7. Yep, exactly what I thought. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, that's it. Things are unsolved. And now I see that the motor did move. So why did that happen suddenly? I have no clue. And right now the pulse modulation is being done, but the motor is not moving. So okay, yet another mystery. This doesn't work the way it should, and the rest, well, let's see next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion what I should do, how I should do it, new ideas. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to keep videos coming to you and show your support. Via PayPal or Wired, which is banking. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned on my website, and depending on the pledge also with my videos. All information and more under this video. So for now, thanks, to be continued, have a nice day, and bye bye.